Another day. How do I feel today? I feel thankful, but I am starting to get restless. My heart was aching for Florida today. It's been a week since I've been back in New Jersey from Florida, and it's still in the 50. It's still about 50 degrees Fahrenheit in New Jersey in the second week of April, and I miss the hot weather that I can get outside, that I can walk, that I can just wear a t-shirt and shorts and just sweat and enjoy nature and outdoors. And so I felt a little bit of my heart aching today. But you got to remember to be present, be thankful, and everything takes time, even things that we desire deeply. But we go forward. And hope you had a good day wherever you're at. What I want to talk about today in the live feed as the structured topic, because every day I go live on YouTube, what I do is I pick a specific topic that comes to me during the course of the day, and I write it down on my phone. I say, this is what I want to talk about tonight. And that structured topic guides the conversation. In addition to that, I take each live comment and I read it, and that's where the magic happens, where we have a conversation, a dialogue. We share our lives and we learn from each other, and it's a blessing. And that being said, Academia, our brother from Spain, Academia from Spain, our fellow YouTube star in the making, says good evening. Good evening to you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're using your gifts. I hope that you believe in yourself, that you have confidence in yourself. Stay humble, but don't doubt yourself. Stay humble, but don't doubt yourself. Forward, brother. Good to see you, Academia. Love your videos. And I also was watching one of your videos from a couple years ago when you were rapping in a conference room with some lady. I don't know where that came from, but I saw it from like 2 years ago. I watched it. It was very, I was still inspired. AJ, hand wave emoji. AJ, it's a Planet Fitness time. We're going to talk about a good topic tonight, an outlet for energy. It's going to really play into your gift, brother. Good to see you, AJ. Hope you're doing good. Susanna J, hello, smiling face emoji. Susanna, hope you're doing good. The beautiful Gentila Mama, right on my birthday. Oh, and the heart emoji, almost 2K. It's your birthday, Mama? How old are you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mama. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, make a wish. Somebody give her the birthday cake emoji. Mama, make a wish. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you, Mama. I hope you have a great birthday. Many more healthy, happy ones, and that you never, my birthday wish for you is that you never let your insecurities take root in your spirit. That you never let your insecurities take root in your spirit. Because when your insecurities take root in your spirit, that's how every unhealthy relationship, that's how every unhealthy thought forms in your mind. And you have to pull out that root of insecurity from your spirit and speak and breathe confidence in your soul. Praise the Lord. Andy G hit you up with a lot of birthday cake emojis. And I missed Zoda Morales. Hey, Sam, what's going on? Hello. I come outside looking for warmer weather and sun and sunshine, cold and cloudy. Yes, be safe. Yes. Again, yeah, it was cold and cloudy. I mean, 50 degrees in the second week of April, that's not inspiring to me. But we got to be thankful, but I'm restless. I feel restless. I got to get back down to Florida. Thankful for my job, but we'll see. We got to keep going forward. Mama says thank you, and then she gave the laugh, like kind of like crying, pound emoji, and she's 16. Young 16. Everybody think right now, what were you doing when you were 16? Now, when I was 16, I'm 37 now. What was I doing when I was 16? What was I, like junior in high school or whatever it was? A little bit reckless, nothing too crazy. Hanging out, partying. I couldn't wait till the weekend to have, people over and, see if you can get with girls. Some drinking, nothing crazy. A little bit of weed, a little bit. And, clubs. I didn't really like the clubs, but I went to the clubs because, that's what you do when you're that age. And that's it, trying to find myself too. At that age, you're trying to find yourself, and don't let your friends lead you astray. But it's tough when you're that age. You're under serious peer pressure. But you're trying to find yourself. You're trying to make a name for yourself. and you're not confident enough within yourself to be yourself. So you usually, act like someone else to, because you're still trying to figure it out. But either way, enjoy 16. Photo Plus. Hey, Sam. Listening and walking in the woods for his healthy spirit. Peace, brother. Amen. Let's get right into that. And Sal and John, love to you, Mama and Roz. The structured topic tonight, because that plays into it, as my brother Photo Plus is walking in the woods. In life, you have to learn to have an outlet for your energy. An outlet for your energy. Anxiety is unused energy. I remember watching an episode of The Sopranos. Remember The Sopranos? It was a series on HBO. And when Tony Soprano was talking to a psychiatrist and he was struggling with anger, I remember she told Tony Soprano, she said, anger is depression turned inward. So anxiety is unused energy. Depression is anger turned inward. And throughout the day, you have all these different thoughts that can cause you pain. What they are unused energy. You need to burn off that unused, unharnessed, unfocused energy. You need to find an outlet, some way that you can use and you can harness your energy in a productive manner where it vents and it burns off steam. If you Google the word outlet, the third definition down is something that vents, self-expression, a way to release. So when you go for a walk, like Photo Plus, when you work out, like my brother AJ, when you do something that harnesses your energy and is a positive outlet, it's a positive use of your energy, it heals you, it pushes you forward, it grows your spirit. When you sit idle and you let your thoughts just deteriorate your mind and your soul, anxiety forms. This anxiety, unused energy. Depression, anger, you're upset, you want to do something. It's depression is anger turn inward. Some things I've learned watching the elderly who struggle is they're not able to get up and use their body and not able to burn off some energy. So they have these thoughts that drive them crazy. The worst thing you can do is not use your energy, is not harness it and not have an outlet for it. These videos are somewhat an outlet for my self-expression. That's part of healing. Or I go for a walk. That's part of an outlet. It's part of an outlet for my energy to keep my body functioning properly. I go for a workout. It's an outlet to vent, to burn off steam, at 16 years old, Mama says she's turning 16. At 16, sometimes an outlet for your energy would be something destructive. Going to a wrong event, going to an event where there's going to be trouble, chaos, etc., you place yourself in harm's way. But because you have all this energy, you want to go out on a Saturday night and celebrate your birthday. Sometimes, instead of using that energy in a proper way, we put ourselves in a bad position. Because we have energy, we want to do something, we feel we should do something, but we're not well enough developed and mature enough to harness that energy in the right type of outlet. So knowing how and where to direct your energy, so it's a way of venting, self-expressing, and developing, that's key. Without that proper direction of energy, it's either going to get turned inward or it's going to get turned to something self-destructive, going to bars, going to strip clubs, all those things. All that's part of life's journey and life experience. I don't want to take that away from you, but at some point you have to redirect yourself. You have to mature. You have to grow. You have to harness that energy for the good, rather than letting it self-destruct you, self-destroy you. We are energy. Our bodies are our life force. We're energy. You go to the hospital, they hook you up to a machine. What do? They track your heart rate, which is just like an energy sine wave. And when you die, that energy just dies. The sine wave goes flatline. And so our beings are an energy life force. And when our life force is not directed in a positive outlet for either self-expression or physical activity or mental release, then that energy has to go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. So it's either going to go inward, it's going to go to something self-destructive like drinking, whatever. It's going to go to food, right? It's often said that food is the most abused antidepressant and exercise is the most underused antidepressant. Food is the most abused antidepressant, and exercise is one of the most underutilized antidepressant. See, like, sometimes, when I was 350 pounds, I was overweight, this time on a Saturday night, I would just eat for the sake of eating because I have energy. I wanted to burn something up. I wanted to eat until I put myself in a food coma so I pass out. A lot of people drink alcohol because of that. They want to drink until they pass out. They want to do drugs until they nod off. They want to pop pills until they nod off. We have energy. And either we're going to use that energy so that there's an outlet for it that it can get used properly, or we're going to suppress that energy so we don't have to deal with it and we go into a comatose state. Learning positive and productive outlets for the use and the direction of your energy is key to fulfilling your destiny and to living a well, satisfied, fulfilled life. Walking, working out, using your creativities, photos, videos, communication, doing art, all the different forms that are a good platform for your energy are key to keeping yourself in a good place. Make a mental note of that for the rest of your life, because that never stops until the flat line of your energy goes and you transition to another world, or however you want to say it. Find an outlet for your energy. All right? That's it. That's the structure topic. Now, let's see who's still in the live chat, because it's Saturday night. People out there, they want to use their energy to go crazy. Some people getting ready for the strip club. Some people getting ready for the regular club. Some people ready to get in drink and hide from their wife in the man cave. Am I mad at that? No, look, y'all do what you want. Morales says, working delivering newspapers in school. I'm not mad at that. Morales, you're welcome and enjoy your day. Gente mama. I'm not mad at that. Andy G, action eliminates stagnant energy. Yes, stagnant energy, idle energy is the worst. If you don't believe me, put water in your bathroom sink, close the drain, and let that water sit for a day. It will stink up your entire house. I remember growing up, one of our bathroom sinks broke and it wouldn't drain. So water was just sitting idly for like 2 days. And no one realized it until there was this great stench. And of course, me being young, maybe I was around 16. Oh, what the fuck is that? I didn't even realize how powerful something that is idle, how powerful it can decay and stink. And I'll never forget the smell of that idle water that was sitting in that sink for a couple days, and how it's a decaying smell. If you ever smelt a dead animal's carcass that's been either sitting on the side of the road or whatever. I remember we had a dog when I was young that died and was sitting and died underneath the sink. And we had went away from the weekend, and when we came back, it was there. And you could smell the decaying flesh that was just sitting there rotting because there was no more energy. It was just dead. And I remember that water for 2 days just sitting, the stench. And right when I smelt that water, when I smelt that decaying life force, it burned something in my mind. One of those turning points that how powerful movement is, how powerful an outlet for energy to flow in. That water needs to flow down to that drain. I mean, you have to have flow in life. Can't sit too long. They say that you shouldn't sit for more than 45 minutes straight. They say that people who on average sit for more than 45 minutes straight have higher levels of poor health, because your blood, your circulatory system has to pump, and it has to move. And when it doesn't move, you got all this energy, you got all this stuff running through your mind, then bad stuff happens. Real bad. You go to a dark place. Not good. Been there. I understand it. Praise the Lord. Linda, say Helene. Just Helene. Linda, how are you? Florida's in the house. Van emoji. Like island in the beach emoji. Smiley face. 2 palm trees. All you said is right. Thank you. All is great. Praise the Lord. And hi to all. Linda, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And I'm thankful and I'm grateful to hear you are going forward. You're building out your van and you are going to cut out unhealthy relationships. You're going to pull the weed out of your life that is suffocating the flower from growing. Is it going to be painful? Yes. Are you going to heal and be better than ever? Yes. Will you feel joy again? Yes. Forward. Love you. Andy G, yes. Jesse B, just up. Thank you, Jesse. Love your videos. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. And I appreciate all the kind and encouraging comments. Do they matter to me? They do matter. And I appreciate that, and that pushes me forward. Gilbert left a great comment for me today on last night's live feed. Meant a lot to me. So, I mean, I appreciate that. Jesse and everyone, thank you, and thank you. Means a lot to me, and same for you. I want the best for you in your life, and for you to go out there and to live the best quality life. Linda, joy is great. Yeah, joy is great, and we got to fight for it. You better believe. At least I know that's in my life. I mean, you got to fight for your joy. You got to fight for your peace. People want to steal your joy. People want to steal your peace. You have to have boundaries. You have to take care of yourself well, and you have to find an outlet for your energy. If not, you'll self-destruct. Very important. Kathy's Critters Worlds, my fellow Floridian, what's going on? Hey, Sam, getting some really nice storms in Florida now that cooled it off 10 degrees. Damn it. And damn it, it's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit cloudy in New Jersey. Do I wish I was in Florida? I mean, yeah, I do. I'm not going to lie. But I'm thankful, present in the moment, don't want to complain. And I want to celebrate with Kathy. Why? Because I'm thankful that I met her, and I'm glad that she gave me an update from Florida. Shit, what can I give you an update from here? There's trucks, there's industrial environments, no forest over here, and but we're thankful. I mean, I complain, almost started to complain. Tech cars and everything else. Hey, to you tech cars, hope you had a good day. Hope you are pushing forward, and hope you are talking well to yourself. Yes, keep your mind from hurting you any more than life already has. All right. And, yeah, man, overall, I feel good now. I've off for the next few days. I work today, so I worked for the past few days. So I'm looking forward to my weekend. And, what am I going to do this weekend? I'm not sure. You know, I was thinking either tomorrow going to Manhattan, but I don't know if I want to do that. Or I'll probably just go down a little bit south. I mean, not as south as I would like. And putz around a little bit. I got nothing planned. I mean, can't get by the ocean. I mean, I can go to the ocean, but it's not going to be warm enough to enjoy. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, that's the part about Florida. I just like the different hiking trails, and I like sweating, man. I ain't nothing sweating. I mean, it's good sleeping weather it's good sleeping weather as far as if you lived in a car or if you lived off the grid. Spring and fall, if you live in a moderate climate, these are the best months to sleep in your car because it's cool. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. But during the day, for a person like me, I mean, everyone's different. For a person like me, these aren't the best because I like to be out, sweating, hot, etc. But teach his own. Lee Lowry, nice life. Thank you, Lee. You know, everyone has their own vision on what they want their life to be, and et cetera, et cetera. So it is what it is. You know, everyone has to define what their life is for them and what they want to make it. And we go from there. That's all we can say. And truly, I mean, what I reflect on too is like, you know, no one says it's nice life when you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work. You know, and, you know, they say, you know, that's a nice, people are still sleeping. You're going to work. Nobody cares. It's a nice life. I mean, so it's a counterbalance. Yeah, it's a nice life, but you also have work. You have responsibilities. I still do. I mean, we all do. And I'm sure you do too, Lee. I mean, we all have life to deal with. But I do agree to try to make life as pleasant as possible. Will life ever be perfect? No. But can we make life better? Yes, by taking care of our mind, body, soul, from living simply, from not overextending ourselves financially, and just doing the best we can. We're all different, and we shouldn't compare to each other, but we should learn from each other, share each other. And thank you, Lee. And hope you're doing good. Like I said, I want the best for everyone. And that's it. I mean, do I want a Class B? No. I mean, I'm totally content in my car. I mean, right now, all I want to do is pretty much get down to Florida. I would love to be able to just live off the interest or something like that, but just not the case right now. Doug from New Mexico. Hey, thought I would drop in before heading to karaoke. Karaoke at my local American Legion post tonight. I'm singing country songs. Well, I'm not. Doug, love and respect to you, New Mexico, and karaoke night. That's good, man. See, right there. Karaoke night is a good outlet for your energy. Singing is using your creativity. It's also having fun. You gotta have fun. Gotta have fun. Gotta laugh. Gotta have a good time. And Doug, you just made a great point. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for taking the time writing that comment. Doug gave us a great example of a good outlet for your energy. What's a bad outlet for your energy? Getting a couple $100 in $1 bills, going to the strip club, drinking, Hennessy and Coke, and, making it rain. Is that a good outlet for your energy? No. Did I do it for a few years? Yeah. I mean, so, it is what it is. All right, stay positive, Doug. We love you. Sarah! Hey! Jeep Life, all caps, Sarah. We love you. Who's Sarah? Sarah's beautiful. And she's from the West Coast, California, and she has a Jeep like me. Isn't that fun? Jeep, is life a little bit better in a Jeep? It is. Now, are the seats in the Renegade a little bit uncomfortable? They are. But there's something magical about Jeeps. They just say beach. They say outdoors. It is a brand. But I've enjoyed it. What was been my favorite car I've driven? What's every car I had? I had my first car was Acura Legend. Then I had a Jaguar S-Type. I had an old 1990 Volvo. I don't even remember what the last thing was for a couple years. I had a Ford Eco van when I did contracting, E250. I had a Jeep Compass. I had a Range Rover Evoque, and I have a Jeep Renegade. What was my favorite car to drive out of all of them? I would say the Jeep Compass. Second runner-up, maybe the Jeep Renegade. I mean, I love my Jeep Renegade, but Jeep Compass was my favorite to drive. I don't know, there was something magical about that. I really like that Jeep Compass. But that being said, we love Sarah. And let me tell you something. You try to hit on Sarah. Don't hit on Sarah. She's my West Coast girl. Don't hit on her. Jamelia. Good evening, Sam. I had a good day today. Good. I'm glad you did. We love you. We love you. We love you. And I appreciate you keep coming in and coming back. I love you, Jamelia. And I hope you did as well. Yeah, overall, a positive day. I had one more day of work. Got done a couple hours ago. I mean, so now I'm kind of relaxing, but I have a little bit of unused energy. So I did a little bit of walking as much as I could. Sat down, want to do my live feed. I enjoy doing them. It's another outlet for my energy. It's another positive, constructive use of my energy and time for me. Everyone has to decide what's good for them. And so, I'm thankful for that. Because using your energy wisely is key. If you don't have an outlet for your energy, you're going to be depressed, you're going to have anxiety, you're going to feel bad about yourself, you're going to have bad relationships, and you're going to go to the wrong events because you got all this energy, you don't know what to do. Next thing you know, you're at happy hour. Give me another margarita. And next thing you know, you're dancing with some guy with a beat up Honda Civic, and you take him home. Why? Because it's like that movie, what was that movie, Knocked Up? Remember that movie, Knocked Up? Where, that guy who smoked weed and the girl got pregnant and everything went crazy, and they both ruined their lives. But it seemed like it ended happy, but I don't think so. Doug, what should I sing for you? Well, sing for yourself, but what should I sing? I did listen to country music on the way back from Florida. I actually enjoyed some of it. All right, this is what I want you to sing, Doug. This is what I want you to sing. Now, not to me, Doug. I love you, not to me. What I would like for you to sing is there was a country song. Now, I don't know the name exactly. When I was coming back, it was called I guess maybe it's a new one. Somebody help me out here now. Marry Me or something like that, or We're Gonna Get Married. It was a country guy singing about some girl he was about to get married to. Now, do I want to get married? Hell no. And Doug, do I want you to sing You Want to Get Married to Me? No. I love you, Doug. But what I want you to do is somebody tell me that song that the country singer singing, it's out recently, about Marry Me. I want you to sing that song passionately to whoever's in the crowd, and see what happens. Lee gave a couple laugh emojis. I am limitless love and respect to our fellow brother who is living in a car and just starting, and we speak confidence to him. What's up, Sam? What's up to you? Love to you, brother. Love to you. Also, getting my routine down. Yes, forward, all caps, praise the Lord. Brother, forward. Yes, forward. Forward to Doug, forward to everyone, forward to I am limitless. Yes, once you get your routine, once you get your structure, you can really thrive in living in your car. Why? Because once you develop a habit, a routine of doing things once, twice, if you do something for 1 day, and you do something for 2 days, and you do something for 3 days, and then you do something for 3 weeks, why can't you do it for a lifetime? If you already did it for 2-3 weeks, you can do it for as long as you want. As long as you want. Amen. Doug, have a good evening, cowboy. Take care, Doug. I love you, brother. I love you. I appreciate you, and I'm thankful for you. Never forget that. Explore with Rick. What up, y'all? And then he gave the muscle emoji. What's going on, Explore with Rick? Peace and love to you. AJ, beat up on the Civic. We love you, Sam. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Here you are breaking your back, working 2 jobs so you can lease a luxury car. Then what happens? This chick who's already got all this unused energy and anxiety, she ended up banging some guy in a 1998 2-door Honda Civic with a beat-up transmission. Yeah. That's what happens. And you're over there busting your ass to make the lease payments. Not good. Not good. What should you do? Well, I don't know. Just don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Stacy, Salt Life, Sam. Yes, Salt Life. I got Saved Life, too. Saved Life, what does Saved Life mean? Saved by grace. Do I need grace? Yeah, I do. Mind, body, soul. I believe in the grace of God. Never forget that. Do I believe in Salt Life, too? Yeah, I love Salt Life. I love living by the ocean. To me, I gotta be by the ocean. Atlantic Ocean, specifically. But if I ever go to the West Coast, Pacific Ocean, I'm gonna see Sarah. Now, will I date her? No, I'm not dating anyone. But certainly, not gonna date any... Well, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to stay positive. Andy J, laugh out loud. Gotta laugh a little bit. Explore with Lick. Chillin', bro. That's what I like to hear. Whew. I don't know, guys. This world's a little crazy. Sun is setting. It's now 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And we've made it through another day. Is that a blessing? Yeah, it is a blessing. I mean, look, we're not in the hospital. Things are good. We're okay. And we go from there. There's some chick in a beat-up Toyota Corolla. Would I date her? Probably not. I mean, she don't even have hook caps on two of her things. But does that matter? Don't matter, but I don't want to date anyone. All right, Jamelia, Sam, you have been a comedian. You have a comedian strip in you. Some things you say have me cracking up and funny. Thank you. Well, one is you have to learn to laugh. You have to make a conscious effort. I mean, that's good for your soul. Just like eating more plants and drinking more water is good for your body. What's good for your mind and your soul and also your body is laughter. They say that when you smile, you exude like healthy rhythm or some stuff. Just try it right now. Smile. And then just laugh. I mean, you feel better. Does it make everything okay? No. But it makes it a little bit better. Not as perfect, but it makes it a little better. Thank you. I mean, I remember some girl, Jamie on Facebook. Love to Jamie if she ever watches this. She said that to me like a couple years ago. She said, Sam, you always had a bit of comedy in you, a bit of badass, and a bit of sweetness. Is that who I am? Pretty much. Like combination of those things. Lee, what did you eat today? Good question. Pretty much the same I think you eat every day. Banana, a few health bars, 4 cups of coffee with soy milk on the side, no sugar, and 2 salads. No bread, just like 2 whole grain. Here's something I got from Publix. Damn it, there's no Publix in New Jersey. Here's something I got in Publix that's better than bread. They don't sell them in Jersey. Of course, everybody's fucking fat and overweight in Jersey. Fucking walking around in pajamas, not sexy, but that's all right. Look. It's not bread. This is what you want, all right? Only 40 calories for one. And it's better than bread, whole grain. You want whole grain. Whites to browns. You want to switch from white bread to brown bread, whole grains. White rice to brown rice, whole grains. Regular pasta to whole grain pasta. Whites to browns, that's key. See this? It's like a graham cracker, but not a graham cracker. Graham cracker, very sugary, very sugary. There's no sugar in this, all right? This is like a whole grain thing. Look at this. But they don't sell them in Jersey. Why? People, well, I mean, you almost need to be a little bit overweight in Jersey. I even put on some weight in the winter. Why? Because you got to, especially if you live in a car, you got to have a little bit extra meat on you. But down in Florida, you don't need that extra meat. You can be very lean down there, very hot. I love that. Thank you, Lee. Explore with Rick. What's best for living on the road, Anytime Fitness or Planet Fitness? Good question. Somebody asked that the other day. For me, now everyone's different. But for me, Planet Fitness, without a doubt. Why, Sam? Because Planet Fitness is in the most locations that I visit, and in my experience, I've seen more Planet Fitnesses on the road than Anytime Fitnesses. Where have I traveled? I've traveled up and down the entire East Coast of America. What have I seen more of, Planet Fitnesses or Anytime Fitness? Planet Fitness, without a doubt. And I love Planet Fitness. $21.37 per month that's automatically deducted out of your checking. I've never had an issue at anyone I went. Most of all, the bathrooms are usually always clean. I used to be part of LA Fitness. LA Fitness is like real sexy. There's pools, there's basketball courts. You go in the bathroom, it smells like a shit can. You go in a Planet Fitness a bathroom, it's very clean. On average, very clean. Bathrooms are good, and I never have to do any maintenance. I love Planet Fitness with a passion. Very good. And but that's my opinion. I'm not mad at anyone who wants to do anything else. This is my opinion and experience. Andy G got me cracking up. It's good to laugh. Good to, Andy G, smiley. Sarah, forks over knives. Yes, I totally agree. Let's read it. Forks over knives. Everyone should watch this documentary. I totally agree with Sarah. The documentary movie called Forks Over Knives, which was once on Netflix, but you can Google it on YouTube and buy it. Buy it. Spend that money. Your health is your greatest investment. Shout out to my brother, Mike, who Facebooked me today that he lost 5 pounds. He's on a journey to health and wellness. Do I love Mike? I grew up with my great brother. I love that guy. Michael's real name. because I know what it is. Your health is your greatest asset. We talk about like your greatest asset, mobility, all that stuff's good, true, living below your means, but you gotta have your health. You gotta have your health. If you don't have your health, no matter, you can't do anything. You can't live in your car, you can't live in a mansion, you can't bang some chick, you can't bang some guy in a beat up Civic, you can't do anything. You gotta be healthy. Very important. Now, that being said, please, in my experience, the movie Fork Over Knives changed my life. What is it about? It's basically about adopting a plant-based diet. Doesn't mean you have to be a quote-unquote vegetarian. Doesn't mean you have to be a quote-unquote vegan. But overall, 90% of your food intake should be plant-based, non-dairy. Does that matter? It changed my life. I mean, it helped me. So I'm thankful for that. Good job, Sarah. We love Sarah. Susanna G. I live in Jersey, and they sell those at farmers markets. Oh, do they? All right. I'm a little upset with Jersey, but I'll check them out. Thank you, Suzanne G. Thank you. Damn it, I thought only Publix had them, but I'll check them out. Now, there's a store in a town called Colts Neck, New Jersey. Very rich town. Very nice, but it's fucking cold there in the winter, too. I'm sorry I cursed. I was trying not to curse. Sorry. Colts Neck, New Jersey. What was the name of that? Delicious Orchards? Very nice, like a farmer's market type thing. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Susanna. I'm trying to work on not cursing as much. I'm sorry, but very good, Susanna. Thank you. I am limitless 75. I am eating 2 bananas and a cucumber for breakfast, some chicken for dinner. Laugh out loud. That's positive. I mean, that's overall healthy. That's overall plant-based diet. Do we love that? Heck yeah. Thumbs up. Good job. Jamelia. Sam, it sounds healthy, but are you getting your daily calorie intake? Come on, look at me. I look great. I mean, come on. Now, Ms. Jamila, this is not towards you, but I'm just sharing. You know who told me when I switched to a plant-based diet, are you getting enough protein? People who are overweight. Are you getting enough calories? You getting enough? All people who are overweight and unhealthy tried to tell me what I should eat. And you know what I had to do? I mean, I had to develop a mindset of, I can't let the unhealthy guide me. I can't let the blind lead the blind. I still got to figure out my life. Now, am I perfect? Are there guys that look better than me? Yeah, but not in my mind. But what I'm trying to say is I get plenty of, I overeat. Right now, I'm like 25 pounds overweight, technically by the book. So, yeah, I eat more than 2,000 calories per day. But I'm in great shape. I feel better than I ever felt. At 37, do I feel better than I did at 17? Healthy-wise, yes. But, there's no way around it. As you age, your joints, even when you're in great shape, they feel, my joints don't feel as fluid as they did when I was 17. But my health, my breathing, my stamina, my mindset, my well-being, I feel healthier than I ever felt. Very magical. Thank you, Jamelia. Gail Turner, I agree with you. Hilarious. Good to laugh. Thank you. I usually listen to you in the morning while getting ready for work. Thank you. I did those crackers, a store called Big Lots, they're called. I'll check that out. I know Big Lots. Yeah, I know Big Lots. My mom used to let go shopping there. I went with her a few times. I'm going to check that out. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. You guys are giving me good insight. Thank you, Gail. And thank you very much. I am limitless. I got the all caps black card, yes, from Planet Fitness, yes. The black card means you can go to any Planet Fitness throughout the nation. I think the other card's called the silver card, and it's only like $10 a month and change, but that means you can only go to one Planet Fitness, and that's it. And maybe you can visit ones a couple of times, I don't know. But for me, as a nomad, that definitely is not a go. I'm in a different town when I'm not working almost like every day, so I gotta have that black card. And for $21.37, I'll take that, no doubt. One of the best investments I've ever made. Repeat 74. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Missed you last night. We started downsizing. Praise the Lord. Last night. You don't realize how much stuff piles up until you look. And when you learn to live with more, when you learn to live with less, you will have better mental health, better financial health, and it's just an overall better quality of life. But that being said, what was the hardest part about me selling my house, downsizing my life, etc., etc.? The hardest part, or definitely one of the top hardest parts, was throwing out stuff. You don't realize how much you've acquired, and you don't realize how hard it is to throw things out, specifically new things, clothes with tags on them. I don't know why, but mentally, it's such a huge hurdle. That's what it is. It's a mental hurdle to throw out perfectly good items that still have the tags on them. But must you do that? Yes. I believe, this is my opinion, I want you to do whatever you want with your life and your things. I believe that storage units are Satan's shed house. A storage unit is where you pay someone else to house things that even you don't want to use. Storage units, in my opinion, billion dollar industry, are a sign that you have too much. Because if you don't use it, why are you holding on to it? It's a good question. Now, am I saying that you have to live by that motto? No, you should live however you want. This is just my opinion. Sarah, Sam, do you know how awesome you are? Well, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. Thank you. I mean, how did you get so wise? Parents who inspired you, etc. Well, one, Sarah, thank you very much. That means a lot to me, and I appreciate that. Don't take that for granted. Well, one is the grace of God. God touched my life. I can't take credit for a level of my insights and wisdom. That's the grace of God. And I'm still imperfect, right? So when I piss you off, don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. So if God can use me as a vessel to give you some wisdom, there's going to also be times like as Sammy, as a human, I piss you off. Just take whatever good I can give you and leave the bad. So I have to acknowledge the grace of God first. The second is my mom was very loving. My father also had some insights. But also life experience, spending a time of my life in the streets, in different environments, and very poor and very rich, seeing a diverse perspective of life. That's part of it. Then the other part is doing my own research. When I started to become of age and a young adult, I gravitated towards reading and researching and being willing to change my mind and developing my gifts. You're born with certain gifts, but you have to develop them. How do you develop them? By finding an outlet for you to use them. I got involved in certain churches because I knew that, certain level of spirituality, certain level of communication, of speaking, of expressing myself was my gift. And getting with certain churches and having a platform that they allowed me to use my gift is part of developing it. Having a YouTube channel is part of developing my gift. It's an outlet for my energy. So, you're born with certain gifts. That's the grace of God. Certain people affect them. They speak and they teach you. Then also certain experiences shape you. And then finally, your own self-development grows you. So you combine all those things in a melting pot. This is who I am. Flawed, imperfect, but, again, if God can use me, then praise the Lord. Thank you. I appreciate that. By the way, I look your advice and threw away 3 perfectly good stuff. Yeah, totally true. The hardest part for me, I can visualize it right now. Over a year ago today, I was in my walk-in closet in my condo that I owned for 15 years. Once I knew the signed contract and I had 3 weeks basically to pack all my stuff and to move out, I remember one of the last things was walking in my walk-in closet. And I had already went through this a couple times because I used to be 350 pounds. So when I lost a bunch of weight, I had to throw out, I didn't throw out all of it, but I had to change wardrobes several times. Because, too, when you start losing weight, you get to a certain level, then you stop, and then you get a certain amount of clothes to fit that. Then you lose more, you gain a little bit, you lose. And so you try to figure out what's your new size of clothing. And so you go through a lot of different wardrobes. That's very expensive. Then finally, when I sold my house, I was walking into my closet, and I had a bunch of stuff from my fat days that I kept, like a bunch of big, jerseys, sport jerseys, a bunch of big t-shirts. I had a bunch of 5X white tees, a lot of Under Armour stuff in different sizes, a lot of sexy Under Armour, boxer briefs, sexy ones. But, I was like, damn, these can't go to waste. This one's for when I was getting lucky. These ones when I was getting lucky. But you got to throw everything. To go forward, you have to lighten the load. And but that was one of the most painful things. I would throw some of these perfectly good clothes in the trash, and then I would leave it there for a little bit, and then I'd pick them back up. It was just like when I stopped smoking cigarettes. I would break the pack of cigarettes, throw it in the garbage, then a couple hours later, I'm digging in the trash, trying to smoke, whatever's left. Same thing with food. I would throw the rest of the ice cream out, then a little bit later, I said, damn, is that all the way melted? And so that's part of the journey of self-improvement, of bettering yourself, of moving forward, is you fall, you get back up, you fall, you get back up, you fall, you get back up, and then finally you just throw shit out, you go forward. Finally, you throw your old life out, and you walk into your new life. And that's how you go stuff. All right, little connection issue. All right, we're back on live comments. Sarah said, it wasn't easy but freeing, yes. There is a payoff, but there is pain to get to the payoff. Push past the pain with the grace of God and go forward. Good job, Sarah. I am limitless 75. My goal is to be, all caps here, financially free! ! Get the worry about money thing out of the way. Totally agree. Forward. Now, you have to be careful when you get to a point where you're starting to save. Why? Because money can burn a hole in your wallet. Why? Because hoarding cash can harm the saver if it's put into risky investments. Have I done that? Yes. Have I learned? I mean, yes, but we got to be very careful because, believe me, I've still made the same mistakes at times. So, get out of debt. You're just like everything else, though. It's just like food. It's just like bad relationships. Just like, hoarding. You have to fall, you get back up. You fall, you get back up. You fall, you get back up. The godly may fall 7 times, but they will get up again. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. But definitely become financially as free as possible, because then you aren't subject to take jobs you hate. You have more options in life to move more freely. Look, now, I haven't figured out a way that you can't work. Certainly if you can, I mean, God bless. But there's a difference between going to work because you have certain needs versus going to work because you have to. You understand what I'm saying? It's a huge difference in a mental well-being. And so it takes a while to get there. Did I suffer for years of being in debt? Yes. So you're not alone. I'm not speaking bad to you. You're still intelligent. You're not dumb. This is just part of life that we have to, get to a certain level of refining ourselves. Sarah, also fully agree with your pedestal advice. Nobody is on a pedestal in my life. Amen. Did I make that mistake at times? Yeah, I put some people on a pedestal. I learned the hard way. And that's part of developing yourself too. So, amen, Sarah. Gilbert! Evening, Sammy. Evening, everybody. Gilbert, thank you again for that life-changing, beautiful comment that you left on my video this morning, that on our video from last night. Thank you, brother. I read that comment. It meant a lot to me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Forward, brother. Praise the Lord. Patience is the key. Good evening, Sam. How was your day? Yeah, thank you. Patience is the key. Was I thinking about your tag name today? I was, actually. I was thinking of your tag name, Patience is the key. Why? Because I felt I had to work today, and then after work, I was a little bit impatient. What was I impatient about? I was impatient about, I wanted to get out of work and go, walk in the heat and sweat and listen to music. And I got out of work. I'm in an industrial environment. I really can't walk. I walked. I had to walk, but I wasn't able to get out there really like I wanted to. I was restless. My heart was aching for Florida. And actually, I thought of your tag name. Patience is the key. I got to be patient. Some things you have to be patient. Do I hate being patient? Yeah. I want everything right now. But again, live with urgency. Take action. But we also need a level of patience. What are the fruits of the Holy Spirit? Love, patience, self-control, joy, faith, etc. Patience is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Never forget that. Very important. Good job. Patience is the key for having that good name. That being said, in loving memory of our brother Starpack, and he's still with us. He hasn't passed away. Let us take a hydration break. Now, this was only 1 Diet Coke per day. I had a couple, I'm not going to lie. But there's nothing left in here. It's just ice. I'm kind of drizzling around. All right. The next big question you people, you guys, girls, whatever, have been waiting to hear is where? Where is Milano? Who is Milano? Milano, from Miami, was one of the greatest viewers we have ever had in here. Where is he? He's still in Miami. I have talked to him recently, but not on a daily basis. I have seen him in the YouTube universe on other Nomad channels. We miss Milano. We love Milano. But we understand that Milano must move forward with his life. And I just thought of Milano. I don't know. I just want to talk about Milano a little bit. Sarah, just got to get you to love Bob Wells as much as I do. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, Bob Wells, man. Hey, you love Bob Wells, but guess who doesn't love him? His past ex-wives, So everybody, I love Bob Wells. I love him. But don't put him on a pedestal either. Why? Because, his ex-wives got divorced for a reason. I mean, they had enough of him too. I'm not perfect either. I don't want. You're right. I gotta be more positive about Bob. I love Bob. I give Bob credit. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be disrespectful. Bob is a pioneer. I know. All right, let me stay positive. Hydration break. I did a video on that in the early on my YouTube. I named the top 3 Nomad channels. I said nomadic fanatic, Bob Wells, and a guy that I personally like, Rusty78609, guy from Texas. And they helped inspire me in my beginning of my journey. So I gave them credit, and I give them credit. Patience is the key. How much is it to fill up your little SUV? I have a Jeep Renegade. How much is it to fill it up? Depends on the gas. Let's say gas is 200. Let's say gas is $2.50 a gallon for regular. To fill my tank up, I think I have I don't know, what, 13, 14 gallons? $28, no, $30 max if it's completely empty. On average, about $25 because I usually have a little bit left in it. I don't wait till it's all the way empty. But if it was all the way empty, probably 30. I usually fill it up. It costs around $25 max. I usually have a little bit less than a quarter if I let it go that low. What do I get mileage-wise? I get 32 miles per gallon, but I mainly do highway miles. It's rated for 25 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway, but I pretty much just do highway, so that's what the data shows me on the dashboard. To me, again, that's a benefit of living in a car versus an RV. You're not going to get 30 miles per gallon in any RV. But again, I'm not against it. I'm just sharing. That's something to be thought of. Because believe me, gas fluctuates and that price can be painful. So you just got to think about that. St. John, patience is hard. Totally agree with that. I want to leave now, all caps, to Florida. I want to leave with you. But taking it day by day, time to go forward. Yes. October 2018 will be here before you know it. It's already the middle of April 2018. What was everyone doing this time last year, April 2017? Think about how much a year changes life. It's a powerful principle. Days may go long, but years fly by. So the time will come, we shall live with urgency, we shall also be patient, and we shall enjoy the moment. We shall enjoy thy moment. Good job. I am Limitless 75. Think you have the most authentic and funny nomad channel, brother. Well, I appreciate that. I humbly appreciate that. And I realize that sometimes I make people upset. I'm not perfect, but I appreciate that. And the channel's good too. Because you guys add to it, man. The live feeds are some of the best part of the channel, in my opinion. So I'm very thankful for you guys as well. Patience is the key. That's not bad. I have a Corolla. I spent $20. That's great, actually. That's great. I just saw a girl driving a beat-up Toyota Corolla when I was doing a live feed. She had like one hubcap. Would I date her? No, I really don't care what car she drives. As long as she's hot, would I date anyone? No. Jamelia, I thought also learned a lot from Bob Wells and all the interviews from van dwelling lifestyles. So I think that he is also shaping the way I think about van dwelling and vehicle dwelling as well. No, I agree. Look. No, he is. No, I agree. Bob Wells has a lot to offer, especially someone in the beginning of their journey. So I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm not. So I agree with that. Gilbert, I believe I can speak the truth here, and it is all I did, Sammy. You inspire me. Well, you inspire me too. I'm glad I was able to move you. You were. Again, I am only a vessel. Thank you. And then, I don't know what that means. TGBTG. Praise the Lord, brother. We love you. You're valued, and your words have been a blessing to all of us. So thank you, brother. Repeat 74. Wife was kicking and screaming, and I realized how much, and then he gave the money bag emoji. She was wasted. She said she felt bad, and I told her it's okay. That's right. Because as Sam would say, it served a purpose. That's right, brother. It's a purpose in the season we needed it. But just let it go. Amen. Repeat 74. Great job, brother. Great job in healing the situation and not opening the wound. To move forward, we have to learn the lesson, then let go. To move forward, we have to learn the lesson, but then let go. Let go. And we go forward, and we all spend our money differently. Some people spend their money on tools. Some people spend their money on clothes. Some people spend their money on eating out. Some people spend their money on risky investments. Some people like to just watch their money pile up. But however you do it, this is the key. Live below your means and save, because that's the only way to get ahead in this world. There's no magical investment. There's no this and that. In my opinion, in my experience, the best way for the most people, and for me included, is live below your means, work and save, and then don't think about all the money you lost buying this. Don't think about all the money you lost buying those clothes, and that's why you don't want to throw them out. You want to get a storage unit. Don't think about all the money you gambled, and now you're hurting life. You don't want to go forward. Don't think about what is behind you. You got to let go. Realize the lesson, but we got to let go. Good job, repeat. Kathy's Crazy World. Sam, do you think you will be able to continue this lifestyle in the senior years? Well, I'm 37 now, so in 60s, I watched a guy, Rusty, from Texas. He didn't live. He long-term camped in his Prius up to age 70. So he would go out camping in his Prius, living in his Prius for months. Now, when I'm 70, when I'm 67, then I may, buy an RV, a small travel trailer, something like that, or a van. But I see, look at Bob Wells. Bob Wells, that guy's only 50. He ain't taking care of himself. That guy's in his 50s. He's living in a van. Okay? Oh, everybody loves Bob Wells. He old as hell living in a van. Now, he's not that old, but he ain't taking care of himself. I love Bob. I saw him eating cupcakes on his live feed. I love him. Got a plant-based diet. Plant-based diet. But what I'm trying to tell you is, good question. Now, I can see as I would get older that, maybe I would want either a van or an RV with a small little home base. That's on the table. But right now, I believe at 37, unless a life circumstance change, I see everything staying as it is as far as my car setup. The only thing I would see changing is if I really am able to position myself with a job, etc., and spend a lot of time in Florida, if I would get a home base down there. Because it is very challenging down there to park legally and safe. Now, there's state forests and stuff like that you can do. You just got to move a lot. So I'm still gonna side with that for right now. I still don't think I want to buy a home base. So, right now those are my thoughts. But it's a good question that everyone has to ask themselves, and it's different for everybody. Jesse B, what's your favorite sweatshirt? And then cat emoji. I see the helicopter one a lot. Yeah, I haven't worn the helicopter one a lot, actually. That was in my older videos. I have 3 sweatshirts. I have the helicopter one from the Coast Guard. And then I have 2 of these. The cat emoji with the earphones listening to music with sunglasses. One's in green and one's in gray. All the clothes I own in this world is in one bag. And I have a couple changes of clothes in the office for my work attire. But that's all I have. And I love it. I've never been happier. Now, was it painful to go from a walk-in closet with tons of clothes? I had tons of clothes. Yeah, it was. But I'm happier now than I've ever been. You know what successful people throughout history have said? Albert Einstein said it. He only had a couple changes of clothes. He had a few of them, but they were all the same outfit. They said, why? He goes, because every decision you make deteriorates your mind to make further decisions. Every decision you make starts to deteriorate your capacity to make more decisions. So when you wake up in the morning, the first decision that starts to gnaw away at your capacity is what to wear. You go into a closet with all these different outfits and you have to pick. That eats away at your mental capacity to make more decisions. Different presidents throughout history have said the same thing. They only kept a certain amount of suits with a certain color because the more ties and the more accessories they had, the more decisions they had to make, and that deteriorated their capacity to make bigger, important decisions. So, you have to, for me, having the capacity to focus my energy and having an outlet for my energy to make bigger and more important decisions is key. I know people that have tons of clothes, tons of accessories, but they can't make the more important decision. They'll spend all day deciding what to wear, but they can't decide to walk away from an unhealthy relationship. They can't decide where to eat. They can't decide where to park. Why? Because they deteriorated their mind through all this stuff, and now they can't make the bigger, more important decisions. This is my experience. Good question. Patience is the key. What makes a relationship better? Going home by yourself, in my opinion. Separate personal space. Having personal space, having personal boundaries, more you time. How do some marriages succeed? Men have man caves, and women have like their own parts of the house. I know a lot of people that are married that sleep in separate bedrooms. Why? They need to have their own time alone. Now, do I agree with that? Look, I'm not married, so I'm not going to start preaching to you about marriage. In my opinion, the best relationships are ones that people respect each other's personal space and they're evenly balanced. But I am certainly not going to give you an hour sermon on this is what you do to be in a loving relationship, etc., because for me, look, relationships are work. Period. They're work. But if you're passionate if you're passionate about companionship, then it's worth the work. I am not passionate about companionship. Once in a while I get horny. I watch porn. But I am not passionate about companionship. I have no desire right now on Saturday evening to pick up a girl and go to the movies. Did I at one time? Yeah, not anymore. I have no desire to watch Netflix and chill. Did I at one time? Yeah, not anymore. I am not passionate about companionship. Some people are passionate about companionship. They want to go on cruises together. They want to, they can't be alone for too long. They self-destruct. Is there anything wrong with that? No, we're all different. Be you. Be you. I have to be me. For me, if you're not passionate about something, eventually it's going to drive you crazy. That's just me, though. It's my opinion, my experience. Sailing John, I consider myself a nomad, living free. Hell yeah, you're a nomad. You're living on a boat. Living free in just another type of vessel. That's right. There is a lot, all caps, of people living like this. I agree with that. Definitely in Florida. A lot of people living on their boat, brother. More than you think. There are a lot of people living like this, but land people don't realize it. No, I totally agree with that. It has opened my eyes. And let me tell you something, Sailing John, you are going to be amongst fellow sea dwellers. You know, they call people who live in their cars van dwellers or car dwellers. In Florida, you're going to see many sea dwellers. A lot of people living on their boat. Why? Because it's big boating culture down there. You're going to love it, brother. Sound on. Jamelia. One of the things that I absolutely enjoy about your show is that you speak about real issues. Well, thank you. That everybody can identify with and relate, as well as lending strength to break barriers. Thank you, and thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I mean, 90% people really been encouraging to me, 10% negative, but I am thankful and acknowledge the 90% positive. They inspire me, keeps me going. It's an outlet for my energy, and it's a, when you find a good, positive, productive outlet for your energy, it recycles, it reproduces more fruit and more good energy. When you find a destructive outlet for your energy, such as an unhealthy relationship, such as a bar, such as whatever, it steals your energy. Your energy is wasted. But when you find a good place for an outlet for your energy, it reproduces, it cycles. And so that's the difference. That's why this for me is very much a blessing, and thank you. Repeat. I told her to keep all the bags of money from the garage sale. Don't reload on useless stuff. Haha. Happy wife, happy life. I ain't mad at that. That's right. It's very hard, but how do we break unhealthy cycles? We fall, we get back up. We fall, we get back up, and we progressively get better. We are in a constant mode of refinement and adjustment that never stops. But again, we progressively get better. And we look behind us because we don't know who that was. And now I know who it is. It's all right. Gilbert, I thought he was older. Is he only 50? I can see him definitely if this is true. I don't think he's just 50. I think he's in his late 50s. I think I could be wrong. Somebody Google, how old is Bob Wells? But I remember when I heard him say it was something like that, 50s or early 60s. He looks like he's like, 70s. But he admits it, and I'm not judging him. So I want to be careful how I say this. He admits it. That's one thing he struggles with is his food intake. So I don't want to judge him for that because I've struggled with that. But I want to make a note that life is more than just living cheap. The name of his channel is Cheap RV Living. I'm not mad at that. I thank God for his channel. But what I'm trying to tell you is that's not how you live a rich life. You want to live a good life by taking care of your mind, body, and soul, not just your wallet. So if you live in a van but you have diabetes, or you think you're going to live a good quality life, no. In my opinion, do what you want, and I'm not judging him, but I'm saying this sincerely from someone who has family members that has diabetes, from someone who has seen people who died from diabetes, is that, look, you have to take care of your well-being as best you can. It's not easy. I'm not speaking down to anyone, but I'm using it as an opportunity to share. For me, this is one of the important parts of my life, is that, it's more than just living below your means. It's living a well-life, mind, body, and soul. Sailing John. Anchor out in the harbor, free and no hassle by anyone. Sorry, I feel like the black sheep here. Laugh out loud, and then you give the boat, palm tree, and then like world emoji. You're not, brother. You are loved here. We love you, and you've been a powerful bedrock of this channel, Sailing John. So we love you, brother. We got you. Jamelia. I just watched the sunset behind you. Beautiful. I tried to watch it too. Well, it was pretty nice. Now, was it a Florida sunset? No, but let me not complain. It was nice. Thank you, Jamelia. Patience is the key. How do you get out of a toxic relationship? It's very hard. Without hurting the person or feeling bad for not being able to break up. Well, it's one of the hardest things to do. I mean, I've been through it. I didn't realize how hard it was until I was in a relationship in my 30s, and it was hard to get out of it. So I don't want to speak, again, down anybody or harshly to anyone. But what I can tell you is every day you put off getting out of a relationship is another day your soul dies. You and the person you're in a relationship with, an unhealthy one, you are abusing yourself and them emotionally. You are emotionally abusing yourself and the other person in an unhealthy relationship. So someone will look at Chris Brown beating up Rihanna physically and crucify him. But there are many people that stay in unhealthy relationships and abuse themselves and others emotionally, and no one says a word. There's emotional scars on you and others every day that you choose to stay in an unhealthy relationship. You have to hurt by walking away and healing. And stop taking advantage of others emotionally, including yourself. That's it. That's the honest truth that you have to accept. It's not easy to accept, and I have compassion. But you being in an unhealthy relationship is no different than someone being in a physical unhealthy relationship. I mean, you gotta look at it like that so that you can move forward. Very good. Love you. Patience is the key, especially when love is struggling. Yeah, that ain't love. That's just you don't want to be alone, period. In my opinion, in my experience. I love you, Patience. Jenny B, hey y'all. There is a woman I adore who did the RV life and is now looking to buy and live on a sailboat. You are not alone, Sailing John. Amen. Jenny B, good to see you. Hope you had a good day, Jenny B. Daily Dose of Nirvana. Hey, haven't seen you, Daily Dose of Nirvana. He's 62. Thank you, Daily Dose of Nirvana. Thank you. He's 62, I think. There you go. Good job, Daily Dose of Nirvana. And he's been living in his van for a couple years now. I mean, I think more than that. From my understanding of his story, don't quote me, he had got divorced for the second time or the first time. He used to live in Alaska, so then he had to live in his van in Alaska. Then he found out he liked it or whatever. Then he went on, I think, on disability because he hurt his arm. He's got a scar in his arm. He built out his van on disability, and then he made his way to a retirement. I think he just did a YouTube live feed talking about how he makes all of his money now off YouTube and his website, which there's nothing wrong with that because he doesn't ask for Patreon or anything. I mean, he gets this legit way, so I have no problem with that. But I think he said that he still doesn't even buy health insurance. That's what he said in his live feed. So, I mean, he has diabetes. I know I've seen a couple videos where he goes down to Mexico to buy pills for his sicknesses. So I'm not judging. I'm just sharing. This is what I've seen in his videos. So that's interesting. You just got to be mindful. Trent News. Bob Wells is 105. I don't want to dig at him. I hear you, Trent. I love you. I love you, Trent. Actually, I believe he said 60 to 65 years in the video. Hey, Sam, get down to Florida. Thank you, brother. Trent, it's almost May. 3 weeks till May, and you'll be down there. I pray, and I'll be down there with you, brother. Good to see you, Trent. And again, I want to be clear. We love Bob Wells. We respect him. He's been a blessing in my life and a blessing others. I don't want to speak bad about him, but I'm just, again, using this as an opportunity to share. Take care of your health. Make that a goal. Having a healthy body should be just as much of a goal as building out a van. If you have more of a passion to build out a van than you do to take care of your body, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be going to Mexico to get free diabetes pills. Do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. It's up to you. It's up to you. I don't want that. I've seen my mother struggle with nerve damage in her legs, can barely walk. I've seen a young brother I grew up with die in his 20s from diabetes. Am I going to say live in your van but don't address your sugar intake? No. I'm going to say take care of your mind, body, and soul. Do what you want. That's what I'm going to preach. Gilbert, I thought he was in his mid to late 70s. I mean, look, when you don't take care of yourself, it'll express itself physically. I remember Russell Simmons. When he was like one of the first people I knew that really was preaching like that vegan life, plant-based life. And I remember seeing him on an episode of Run's House. And he took one of Run's kids to like the vegan spot in a vegan restaurant in New York. And he was like, look at me. He goes, I'm in my 40s, 50s. And he goes, look, I eat all plant-based diet. Look at me. I mean, I'm not in perfect shape, but I look so healthy, especially compared to his father who was the same age. Look, the food you put in your body feeds the cells. Your cells make up your physical exterior and interior. It's not easy. Just like it's not easy getting out of an unhealthy relationship. I've been both. I've been engulfed in unhealthy food and I've been engulfed in unhealthy relationships. It's not easy. But what I can tell you is make it a goal. Make it a goal. Fall, get back up. Jenny B. Yes, he's 62. Thank you, Jenny B. He was recently interviewed by the New York Times. Well, good for him. Look, I got love for Bob. I'm not mad, Bob. Love. Patience is the key. Love you, brother. I love you, Patience. I love you. I love you. I love you. Pat Venus. Hey. It's almost like a wild name, Pat Venus. It almost sounds like I'm saying penis. No disrespect. I don't know why it sounds like that. Pat, we love you, Pat. Hey, love your energy, brother. Very inspirational. Peace. Thank you. And again, no disrespect, Pat. We love you. But sometimes, I'm always careful because sometimes you don't know, if some people come in here at times, not often, but they got a wild tag name, and sometimes they just got a wild tag name because they want you to read it out loud, and then remember The Simpsons, the cartoon The Simpsons, where they would prank call people, and they would say a name, and they would make the person say it just so the person sounds stupid. So I'm always conscious of that. Love you, Pat, and I appreciate you. Love and respect to you. Thank you. Trend News. Bob is a very nice guy. He is. I like the guy, just joking. No, that's right. We're just joking. I appreciate that, Trend. You're a positive brother, too. No, we're just joking. And Trend, look, he is. Out of all the nomads, too, Bob really, I haven't seen him take advantage of people where he does, all the extra Patreons. He pretty much, you could tell he's passionate about the nomad life. So I respect that. I do. Jesse B. Oh, I live near Cocoa Beach. Shout out to the Space Coast. The first place in Florida that I began to look at was Satellite Beach. Where is Satellite Beach? Satellite Beach is just south of Cocoa Beach. So I know exactly where you mean. I almost bought a condo in the Montecito development. In Satellite Beach, there's a community called Montecito. I came this close to buying a condo in there. Jesse B. I live near Cocoa Beach and plan to start living in my... Damn, I gotta pronounce this right. Tomakama. Damn it, I know I'm bad. I know that's easy to pronounce. I can't get it. It's a Toyota pickup, though. I know what you're talking about. My biggest concern is getting too hot at night sleeping. How do you handle the heat? How do I handle the heat? Well, one is, how do I handle the cold, right? Because I have survived 2 winters in the cold in New Jersey. And this winter was brutal, 0 below. So we're just talking about extreme weather. It doesn't matter if it's extreme heat or extreme hot. I actually, in my opinion, think it's harder to survive extreme cold than extreme hot. Both you got to be careful with. But here's the thing. Now, I've also survived the summer. Now, it gets just as hot in New Jersey as it does in Florida. But the thing is, it doesn't stay that way for the whole summer. So you might have 2 weeks of 100-degree weather, but then there's a break and it goes back to the 80s. So in Florida, it's like that hot thing for months on end. All I can tell you is this. A fan... and you basically strip down to just 1 layer of clothes. And if it really gets hot and there's some tough nights, you go to a hotel room. You have extra money, so once in a while you may have to spring for a hotel room. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the answer. And you have to remember, what did people do 100 years ago? It's only in the past 100 years that we've had air conditioning. So how did people survive? This is what you got to remember in your mind. How did people survive for millions of years without air conditioning and heating? They did it. They did it. Now, life expectancy was a little bit lower, but they did it. And so it can be done. You have to use wisdom. Obviously, the closer you can park to the ocean, the better, the more breeze. Obviously, you want, and that's about it. A couple fans in your car, dress light, have some ice maybe to put on you, take a shower before you go to bed so, you're freshed out. But that's it. You're going to be a little bit uncomfortable. There's no way around that. But that's the price you pay to live a simplified life if you want to live as simple as possible in a car. Now, if you don't want to live that simple, that's fine. Then you get an RV with heating and air conditioning. There's a price to pay for everything. So I pay a price to live just out of my car. I live as cheap as possible, but I pay a price. There's some nights I'm uncomfortable. If you want an RV because you don't want to pay that price, then you will be comfortable at night, but you'll pay a little bit more financially. Everything has a price. Everything's a trade-off. What should you do? Whatever works best for you. Everyone's different. So you should do what's best for works for you, but that's the best answer I can think of. Good question. Jamelia. Sam, all things have a season. Totally agree. All seasons expire. I agree. And if you stay in the season, this is very powerful. And if you stay in the season, once the season has expired, you will absolutely be miserable. So yes, I definitely agree. Jamelia, comment of the night. I say amen. I say amen. And I say amen. Great job, Jamelia. I totally agree with that statement. Jesse B, other than a fan. That's all I have is just a fan. So I can't give you anything else. Solar won't give you anything else either. It's just give you a fan. You have to get a hotel room once in a while if you're uncomfortable, or if it's too much for you, then you'd have to, again, get an RV. If someone else has a different suggestion that's actually lived in their car for more than a couple months, then please chime in. But that's my experience. Repeat 74. Amen, Jamelia. Yeah, Jamelia hit him hard with that comment. Gilbert, sometimes we don't love who we are with. We love the fact of being loved. That's powerful too. So we hold on. That's very powerful. We don't want to hold on. Thinking it is them we need and it's the feeling we seek. Powerful. Another powerful comment. Life is like a river. Time is like a river. You can't touch the same spot twice. You have to learn to let go. You have to learn to not chase a high, and you have to learn to fulfill yourself. And then anyone else in your life is going to be for a season, including your pets. I had a pet, a dog, for 10 years that brought tremendous love, joy, and companionship to my heart. At some point, your pets die. Now, I see a lot of people just re-up on pets. They just keep buying, and there's nothing wrong with that if that works for you. But what I've seen a lot of people do is just chase that high rather than realizing that, look, sometimes you just got to let go and evolve and grow. So that's what I think of when I read that comment. Good job, guys. Patience is the key. What is your opinion on fat, sick, and nearly dead? I don't know that. I think those are two, thank you for the question. I think those are also two, like either Netflix or documentary type videos. I haven't watched them, so I don't want to comment on them. But again, for me, my personal, Forks Over Knives was the most powerful movie I've seen, but I haven't seen them to give you a comment on them. Jenny B, at Jessie B. If you're going to be doing it in Florida, get damp rid and keep one in your car for the humidity. I have one in my car right now because the nights here are so humid. It works to keep the moisture down. Jesse B. I live in Satellite Beach, laugh out loud. Amen. I love Satellite Beach. That's a great community. Satellite Beach, great community. Now I got mad as hell when they got rid of that Starbucks. You know that Starbucks that was right off A1A? They moved it up the street. I was there last time I was there. That Starbucks that's right next to Lowe's in Satellite Beach. Remember that one with the magical circle face, and now they're looking to lease it again? Starbucks moved down the street. I got love for Satellite Beach. Great town. Now there's a lot of buildings like right on the beach that you can't get a good view. Like in Flagler Beach, you can see the Atlantic Ocean when you drive on A1A. But they all have different feels. But I love Satellite Beach, man. Great community, great school system. If you had kids in the public school system, that's one of the best public school systems. From my research, now I don't have kids, I don't care. But this is what I'm trying to say. Love and respect to Satellite Beach, man. Space Coast, great coast. Love and respect to my friend, if she ever watches, Karen. Karen from Melbourne, Florida. One of my great friends that I met through social media on Facebook years ago. And when I first really started to get serious about looking in Florida, I asked her a lot of questions. Now, sometimes I probably bothered her because I was talking, even then I was like talking a little bit in circles because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And so love and respect to Karen if she ever watches. Jessie B. Thanks, Jenny. I plan on getting that. Jenny B. No problem. She says, I started setting up my car and didn't want the blankets to get stinky. So far, so good. I learned that when I live in my camper on, I'm not going to pronounce that right, but San Juana, the humidity at night is killer for the fabrics here. Just remember that thank you everyone for sharing. Just remember that whatever setup you have, it will evolve and change. Just like your house. When you first move in your house, it evolves and changes from the day you move in. Your car is now your house. So it's going to evolve. Your setup, the way you flow, allow it to evolve. And keep a flexible mind. Linda! Halim. I have 2 solar fans, and that is enough. We'll be fine in the car. Amen. Linda, good job. They're only $15. Amen. I just spent $15 on a new fan when I was in Walmart in the Indiana, what is it called? Right below Satellite Beach, in the Indiana Atlantic, something like that. Right below Satellite Beach. I bought one. And she says, I love them. I love them too. I have D battery fans. One's a 4D batteries. The other one's 8D batteries. But love and respect to the solar batteries. If they work, if the solar fans work, I ain't mad at that. Gilbert, name the movie you watched again, please. The name of the movie is called Forks Over Knives. Forks, like a fork that you eat with. Over Knives, like a knife that you eat with. Fork Over Knives. Great movie. Powerful. Changed my life. Linda, Jocelyn. Hey, Jenny B. Jenny B. Hey, Linda. Better Video Tubes, aka Tom. Good evening, Tom. Welcome, brother. Love to you. Jenny B. Hey, BBT. Daily Dose of Nirvana. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead is a pretty great movie. He does a lot of juicing. Well, here's the only thing with juicing, and I'm going to read the rest of the comment. Juicing processes fruit. What is processing? Processing is taking anything out of its natural state. So when you put a piece of fruit in a blender and you blend it, you destroy most of the fibers and the nutrients. Now, juicing is a little bit different than blending, so I understand that. I've done some research on that. But anytime you process that food, you take that out of its whole food. It's a whole food as a banana. Once you put that banana in a blender or a juicer, you process it. Every time you process it, it loses some fibers and some nutrients. So then you just may get some empty calories. It's still better than eating a milkshake, but you want to eat whole foods because you want the nutrients for your health. It's not just about losing weight. Now, juicing, you may be able to lose some weight, but you're not getting the proper nutrients for your cells. So that's the problem when you take a whole food, you take a piece of fruit and you blend it or you juice it, you're getting rid of some of the fibers and some of the nutrients. That's what I've learned. You got to be very careful. And she says, I just got hungry when I tried that approach. I have been having good success losing fat using Whole30. I never heard of that. Well, I'm glad that you're doing good. Love to you, Daily Dose of Nirvana. I know the struggle. Love to you. I'm glad you're pushing forward. Love to you, Daily Dose. Linda Jocelyn says, BVT, hey. BVT. Rainy here. BVT, I believe, is South Carolina. He's from South Carolina. Tom says, Better Video Tubes. Rainy here, but the show must go on. That's right, we must go forward. Good attitude trumps bad weather every day. Yes. Yes, Better Video Tubes. Let us be thankful. Let us refocus the mind and let us go forward. Good job, Better Video Tubes. Hey, Linda. Better Video Tubes. Hey, Jenny. Linda, rain now in Florida. Tropical rain. It's nice to sleep in. And it was hot all day. I'm not mad at that. Patience is the key. Ever have cheat meals? Not anymore. In the beginning of my journey, I had a cheat meal every Sunday. I would eat a large mushroom pizza pie. And I would also have some Chinese food at night. But a cheat day, now you may need to do that in the beginning if you're obese. I mean, it's like you got to wean yourself off the drug. Food is a drug. So just like a heroin addict, like they take meth and then hopefully they get off that. But you got to be very careful. A lot of people get addicted to meth. A lot of people get addicted to cheat days. What's a cheat day? A cheat day is you can destroy, from Monday to Friday, you can eat nothing but salads and good food, and then on the weekend, you can do nothing but eat unhealthy food and drink alcohol. What will that do? It destroy all your progress throughout the week. Now, if you're morbidly obese like I was, and you eat out every day, and you eat junk, and you drink, you may need to have a cheat day on the weekends to get you to the next step, but eventually, if you're going to change your lifestyle, if you're not just going to have a diet, if you're going to change your lifestyle so that you don't have to get prescribed medicine, so that you can be as naturally healthy, and you want to live a lifestyle, then you shit can the cheat day, you change your lifestyle, and you get rid of those toxins that enter your bodies on the weekend. In my opinion, in my experience, everyone should do what they want. Cheat days are not a lifestyle change. They are exactly what they are. They are adultery. A cheat day is adultery on your body. Just like if you were married and you cheated on the weekends, you commit physical adultery on your spouse. If you are trying to be healthy and on the weekends you have cheat days, you're committing adultery on your body. Never forget it. Whew! Powerful. Good job. Better Video Tubes. What is it? What I missed? Linda, good night. Must all move now. Love and respect. Pray. That's right. We got to, like our man MC Hammer said, we got to pray just to make it today. Amen, Linda. Good job. Better Video Tubes. Night, Linda. Stay safe. Yes, on that note, I'm going to end the live feed. We had a great night. I am very, very thankful for everyone. Am I missing Florida? Yes. But am I thankful for today? Yes. Love to you, Gilbert. Love to everyone. Jamelia, I don't want to miss anybody. Everyone who left a comment tonight. I love you. I mean, I'm really getting blessed by these live feeds, and I thank you guys. And I want you to have a peaceful, positive, great night. I want you to talk to yourself well. I want you to have healthy relationships. I want you to, thank you, Andy. I love you, brother. I want the best for you. I want the best for me. I don't want us to compare ourselves. I don't want us to condemn ourselves. I want us to go forward to live the best quality life possible. Peace, love, and respect.